Environment plays a very major role in fulfilling our destiny. Our life like a seed. In fact, to put it scripturally, the Bible calls Jesus the seed of Abraham. So our life as a seed also requires a right environment for it to be nurtured properly to maturity and for it to also be able to produce good harvest. Now, let me give you an analogy, a simple analogy that will further establish the light of this truth. Now, consider this bottle of Coke in my hand. This bottle of Coke, if you have to buy it from the hawkers on the street, maybe you're on a journey and you are thirsty and you need some drink, this bottle will go for 400 naira at most, no matter where you're buying, or let's say maximum 500 naira because of your stress in the sun and all of that. 500 naira. Now, this same bottle of Coke, if you have to buy it in an eatery, in a more relaxed environment where there are other conditions of life that can help ease your stress, this same bottle will also go for as much as 800 naira, in some cases 1,000 naira, depending on the quality and standard of the eatery. May I let you also know that just by the force of environment, that this same bottle of Coke, if you ever have to, be in a club, some high-end clubs, in some high-end environment, this same bottle of Coke, I beg your pardon, you would also have to pay as much as 2,000 naira for this same bottle of Coke. In some nightclubs, luxury nightclubs, VIP lounge, and all of that, 2,000 naira. Then, just to cap this illustration up, if you also have to find yourself, if you find yourself by way of your status to be in some environment like a 5-star hotel, some high-end premium 5-star hotel in any nations of the world, you may also have to part with as much as 5,000 naira or more just for this bottle of Coke. What does this simply explain? It explains the power of environment as a major decider that can decide the destiny of our life. Nothing has changed about this product. The same content remains in all the environments, while the price keeps changing. The constituents of the same product was never tweaked with respect to the environment. The composition remains intact. The packaging and the brand and the bottle, the quality also remains the same. And yet the price keeps changing with respect to the environment. This is the power of environment. Our life, our values, ultimately would be influenced by the environment we find ourselves. I say that again. Our life, what comes out of it, the much of impact we will make, would likely also be the function of environment that we are actually relating or operating from. In human psychology, there is even a mathematical model for it, where it is said that the B is a function of P and E. B is a function of P and E. B in this regard will be behavior of a person. F is a function where P is the personal traits, intrinsic values of an individual, while the E will be the environment. Now, in human psychology, there is even a mathematical model that explains this, where B equals F, P, and E. B in this house will be the behavior of a person. F will be the function, while P will be the personal traits, and E will be the environment. In other words, B is a function of P and E. It automatically explains by scientific knowledge that your behavior is a function of your personal traits, in other words, your intrinsic values, and the environments you find yourself at time.